Yo, what is up? I'm Zach. Welcome back to my channel of RWBY Mythology. So, yes, today I'm going to review a movie that I wasn't even too interested of it, so I decided, you know what, fuck it. For some reason, my mind telling me just watch it, and it just happens instantly when I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing. And apparently it happened, so I watched the part 1 of Justice League X RWBY, or RWBY X Justice League movie, and basically it's based from the comic where the Justice League are in the world of Remnant, but it's completely different than the comics because, well, spoilers for the movie. Both the Remnant heroes and the Justice League learns that they're not in their world; they're in a virtual reality, so to speak. And these versions of the characters that we all know are, well, the Volume 7 versions of the Team RWBY and Team Juniper. You know, Ren, Nora, and John. Yeah, these are the Volume 7 counterpart of the Team RWBYs and John, Ren, and Nora. And they thought, it was supposed to be like a training module or something like that. No, it was a place for them to be trapped there, along with the Justice League. And the reason why, there's two villains. One is the main villain from the DC, and one of them is the enemy from the world of Remnant. And the main villain is, I can't remember his name, but his first name is Kill. And he's basically just like a computer AI, whatever, that basically could control and possess people or whatever. I don't know. It's fucking ridiculous to me. So basically, the main villain was controlling Barry, the Flash, and two people just couldn't find the equipment, you know, the ring and the necklace from the two characters. And Jessica, she's freaking having a panicking attack and anxiety about she's useless without the ring, and she's tried to overcome her fear, which she did. I did like her interact with John, and I also did like Wonder Woman and Blake moments, because Blake could understand where Diana is coming from, what it means to be a warrior, because, well, Blake just gave up her childhood life to be part of the White Fang and became an actual, well, more like an assassin than a warrior, kind of. And, how should I put this? And the one thing I just didn't like, it was out of Batman's character, is where Batman said he wanted to stay in Remnant so he could do some more good things for Remnant. With these powers I have as a faunus, I could do some good. I'm always, you know, slowing you guys down, and so basically he wants to become a warrior like Diana, which that's out of character for Batman. Batman is already a warrior. He's been trained as a fucking assassin, and he learns every single martial arts and combine with the martial arts into one, making his own. So he's already a warrior. I mean, for fuck's sake, we're talking about a guy who came up with a contingency plan, or whatever you fucking call it, on how to take out each member of the Justice League, including himself, if any one of the members of the Justice League and himself gone rogue. So Batman is a warrior, deadly warrior, in fact, and it's just I don't get, that's out of fucking character. And how should I put this? There was a bit of like a jealousy in this, you know, Ren, Nora, and Cyborg thing that took that too far. For Diana, Blake, and Yang, there was a little bit of jealousy there. And Diana did had a bit of a jealousy on Weiss, where she brought like he could stay and Remnant with Weiss, and that triggered Diana, which a lot of fucking jealousy and another fucking ship, if you think about it, because, well, people are gonna ship some of the characters like fucking crazy. Like, I don't know, Bruce, Weiss, Yang, Diana, or Blake, Diana, and John and Jessica, and Cyborg and Nora, that sort of thing. Yeah, they're basically trying to give the toxic shippers out there more. They want them to be a couple shtick. And we do get to see Pyrrha, which is not the real one, which I thank God, because when I first saw the clips of it, I was fucking pissed, because I saw the clip of it, I was like, why the fuck they brought Pyrrha back? And found out that she's not real, she's just part of a freaking programming of this virtual reality shtick. And I was like, thank God, and it's got me triggered at first when I saw the clips back then. And it's kind of felt how should I feel this? The nostalgia seeing the team that we all know in their younger days. Well, not younger days, in their Volume 3 version. And here's the thing. When they were in virtual reality, they did not remember why they're here. And they started to realize, wait, this ain't right. The beacon fell, but why were we at beacon? Even the Justice League was like, wait, the last time we remember we're in the battle, then, boo, we were here. We don't remember what happened. And so they kind of put the pieces together, where they are, where they're from, what's going on, that sort of speak. The rest is just a full fucking fight scenes of tired fucking Grims that could absorb dust. And that leads to the main villain for the DC villain for the Justice League in this movie. He's not alone, and there's a theory about it could be two things, because there's a Easter egg in the trailer for part 2, a guy wearing like all armor, similar to like Washington from Red vs. Blue. And I see a little bit of clip of it, like a 1-second clip where RWBY punched the guy in the face and the guy's face looked like freaking Watts. Yeah. So I can see two things. One, it could be Watts, or two, it could be, well, the mad scientists who like to experiment the Grim, aka RWBY Eclipse, the game, because the main villain in the part 1 said, like, yeah, you think I'm the only one who had grudge with the Justice League? There was someone that had a grudge with y'all people. So there was two theories that had grudges with Team RWBY. Watts, that seems out of character for Watts, because he doesn't have any grudge with Team RWBY. He honestly don't care. So it has to be the mad scientists who like to experiment Grim, because think about it. Grim absorbing dust, that sounds like what the mad scientists would do, experiment on Grim. And that's so to speak. And what else I'm missing? Oh yeah, here's one that I was kind of pissed. A good friend of mine, 212, told me about this. Suddenly part 1 and 2 are officially canon. Why? Why is that canon? And not only that, I learned from part 2. I haven't seen part 2 yet. Somehow part 2 takes place right after volume 9. Like, right after where Team RWBY and John returned back to Remnant. Right after they got back from the Ever After. So basically speaking, they returned back to Remnant from Ever After. Then Team RWBY somehow just disappeared and went to Domino City, or no, the Metropolis, or whatever. Like, they just gone and didn't even bother to take John with them, or so to speak. Like, what the fuck? And that still fucking bothers me. Like, so the crossover movie is canon, but not the Ice Queendom. But For some fucking reason, you have 3 mangas that focus on Beacon. That is canon, but RWBY Mythology is not canon. You got the RWBY comic, which it takes place during before, but Volume 4 and 5, that's canon. But same goes for the Justice League X RWBY comics is not canon. So basically, Rooster Teeth just cannot make up their mind on which is canon and which is not. Because why? Rooster Teeth does not consider anything that is involved RWBY that doesn't created by them. AKA, if anything is not created by Rooster Teeth, it's not canon. So basically, the RWBY comics made by Rooster Teeth, the RWBY manga made by Rooster Teeth, and what else? The Justice League RWBY X crossover movies are made by Rooster Teeth. So basically, those 3 are canons, while the others are not. Which is fucking stupid. Like, I consider the Ice Queendom as canon because it fits the timeline perfectly. Same goes for the RWBY Anthology mangas. It fits the canon timeline perfectly. But not the DC crossover with RWBY. I don't consider that as canon. Same goes for these 2 Part 2 movies. I don't consider them as canon either. Because you can't just, you know, hey, we're going to make Part 2 that takes place right after Volume 9. Really? Really? That's... What? No, that's... No. No. I'm sorry, that doesn't have to fucking work. And what else is not canon? Well, the Justice League crossover, those 2 are not canon. The mangas that involve RWBY are canons, and I consider RWBY Anthology as canon. I just mentioned that. And again, I consider RWBY Ice Queendom as canon, which is kind of bullshit from Rooster Teeth, which is stupid. Oh my god. This is one thing I just despise on the Justice League, because I don't care about the DC, because they're already dead. The reason why DC is still good is all because of Batman. That's it. Batman is their cash grab now. That's it. And, what else? I mean, the music is okay, and some of the moments I just didn't care. Like the jealousy, like, okay, that's overdone it, because you did it like 3 times. And I do like the dynamic between some of the characters, like, you know, Blake and Diana could relate. Clark and RWBY can relate about the leadership. I do like the bond, the bond between Weiss and Bruce and John and Jessica. I do like their dynamics. I like those, like seeing different version of the Justice League interact with each members of the characters, like RWBY, Blake, Weiss, and John, which is interested. Like, and for some fucking reason, a while back, I don't know why I thought about this. I was thinking of doing like a what if, you know, what if John was Batman? Because I actually did like the funny part where Bruce shows up in the most badass introduction, and John was like, he's like, oh my god, that is so cool as I imagine. And he, I don't know why that came to my head when I saw that clip of it back then. I was like, how come I've never done any what ifs that involve John or anything like that? Like, there's so many interesting what ifs you guys could do with. Like, depends on franchise or whatever. But for some reason that came to my mind is, what if John was Batman? Like, how the fuck would that play out, honestly? And what else am I missing? I think I don't know what else I can talk about this movie, honestly. I don't got no comments or whatever. I don't know. I felt like it's confusion, and I'm glad it's not in the actual world of RWBY, because that would be a lot of fucking questions, honestly. And I'm just don't consider this as canon. I don't care what Rich T said. I just don't consider part 1 and 2 as canon. And I will say something about part 2 in a separate video whenever the movie comes out from the site I used to watch or whatever. So yeah. That's basically it. What I have to say about this movie shtick, whatever. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channels, my social media, my Discord server, all that be down below. So you guys all drill. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Kneel before. Wait, this is the wrong one. RWBY is love, RWBY is life. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys later.